Hi.
How are
How
you?
are you?
Pretty good. Good.
Nice.
Hey, see you. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your Thursday?
Uh, After uh, I took a lesson, group lesson online.
Nice.
So weekly, I try to weekly lesson, weekly question,
Mm-hmm.
group in group. So today is uh this week's question is change hard for you. This is a question.
Okay.
Yeah. My answer, change is not difficult for me because it helped me grow. Every transition gives me, sorry, please one more. Okay, first,
Mm-hmm.
uh, change is not hard for me. It is important for my growth. I'm good at getting used to new situations. In learning English, I actively try different study methods that
Mm-hmm.
suit me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Since I've been focusing more on pronunciation and reading aloud while using vocabulary study. To start something new, I think I need to have courage to pause something for a while. I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy adapting to change and want to continue improving.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good mindset to have. I think it makes life a bit easier if you think that way.
Thank you so much. So this lesson, so two students, so one tutor is
Mm-hmm.
45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so before lesson, I
Mm-hmm.
submitted this task. The,
Mm-hmm.
uh, on this lesson, my tutor uh, gave me feedback.
Uh-huh.
Mm. So uh, my tutor said uh, so more phrasal verb.
Mm-hmm.
For example, mm, to, so first sentence, change. It is important. The paragraph two, so I'm use again. So it is important. So
Yeah.
I changes. So it is essential, or uh, I need to. Da, da,
Mm-hmm.
da, da, da. So
Yeah, yeah.
technical phrases. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So you said first lesson. So you gave me feedback. So uh, I need to uh, more vocabulary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So phrasal verb or similar words. Mm.
Yeah, like a mix of it. You can say the same thing in many different ways. Some sound more natural than others, right? I would say for English, phrasal verbs is probably the thing that distinguishes someone who's like intermediate to advanced.
Mm.
Because phrasal verbs are a bit complicated
Mm.
to use and know how to use correctly. Especially we have like separable phrasal verbs and non-separable phrasal verbs. And sometimes people can get confused between the two.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. How about you, Sibel? So how was language school in German?
I didn't go today because
Oh,
I worked at the restaurant that I'm working at
oh,
last night, and we finished super late, so I was exhausted. So today I didn't go to German class.
wow. Good job. So,
Yeah.
uh, so recently you started a new job.
Yeah. I worked like
Oh,
8 hours yesterday from like 4 p.m. to midnight.
wow. So
Yeah, very
hard.
busy.
Yeah. In the morning you run.
Today, no, today I slept because I
Yeah.
needed to sleep, but in like 2, 3 hours, I'm gonna
Yeah.
run and I work again tonight, but at 7, so I'm gonna run before I go to work.
Wow. Uh, did you work so at restaurant in US?
Mm. Yeah, my dad manages a restaurant, so sometimes I would work there
Ah,
and help. And then when I was in uni, I worked at a smoothie bowl place
smoothie
for like
bowl.
a year.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow. Oh, your dad so restaurant. So what's cuisine?
Italian.
Oh, Italian. So nice. Wow.
Yeah, I grew up with really good food in my house.
Wow. Amazing. What's
Yeah,
the
it
most
was super good.
favorite? What's the most favorite meal?
Like in general,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I like a lot of different foods. I think it depends what mood I'm in. But I would say overall, Asian cuisine is like one of my favorites.
Wow.
Like from different Asian countries, like Indian, Japanese, Chinese, Thai. I really like Thai food.
Wow. プリーズ。お袋の味をネイティブスピーカーに説明してください。Uh, in Japan, so it's word so mother's taste,
Hmm.
but it mean goes beyond just food. It refers to the nostalgic homemade flavors of dishes that remind someone of their mother's cooking from childhood.
Hmm.
Meals are usually simple, uh, comforting, and deeply personal, varying from family to family.
Ah,
My mother's taste is so miso soup.
oh, yummy. Love miso soup.
It's so many なんだろmany items, many
Hmm.
uh, items so in English so food many foods
Hmm.
か。うん、
Yeah.
okay, okay. It's so vegetable, so it's so it help me growth.
Yeah, for sure. Totally.
Yeah. So you said so your dad so cooked
Mm.
Italian cuisine.
In my
So
house, no. Like at the
oh,
restaurant, he would cook.
mm,
He would help the cooks, but in my house, he made like a lot of Turkish food. Like we grew up with this like type of meat called köfte.
mm,
Um, they're similar to meatballs, but not really. And then he used to make this soup called mercimek and this stuffed eggplant. And then
wow.
when I was in high school, he started making sushi. So we
Oh,
also associate sushi with my dad. Yeah. He makes sushi at home.
wow.
When he makes sushi, he spends all day preparing for dinner, like from like 11 in the morning until like 6 p.m.
Wow. Your dad needed to spend time and money more.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the rice is really important. It's really difficult to make sushi, like proper like sticky sushi rice. So he would take his time to do that and then like prepare all the fish and because he would make like lots of different types of sushi.
Okay.
And then he'd make like tuna tartare as well for
Oh,
us.
yum, yum,
Yeah,
yum, yum.
he's really good at cooking.
Wow. Thank you. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll share the screen. So I'll reviewing so last lesson. So later conversation shift. It's so continue to summary. Last lesson. Later the conversation shifted to literature. I had read except except except
Excerpt.
excerpt excerpt from Haruki Murakami. What is talking about when I talk about running and discussed its unique writing style. You noted that Murakami writes in spoken, controversial tone, which they found engaging for uh, memorials,
Memoirs.
memoirs, memoir.
Mm-hmm.
What is memoirs?
Memoirs is like similar to a biography, like someone writes about their own life, but it's like through storytelling. Biographies are a little bit more fact-based and they don't have to be written by that person. So like I could technically write a biography about, I don't know, say George Washington, just doing research about him and stuff, and it would just be like a lot more factual. But a memoir, it's similar to like an autobiography, I would say, but it's like a bit more storytelling.
Thank you so much for so spoken taste. Okay, but not necessary for function. Okay. So question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so so you described the phrase as a unique and commented on Murakami's writing style. They noted that his writing feels like a spoken language rather than formal written language, making it an interesting aspect of his work. The interest, the instructor then asked the student, "Do you like do you like this style?" Uh, yeah, yes, I like. So I can inspire his mind.
Mm-hmm.
So 感情移入ができるを英語にしてください。I can really emphasize with him in the books running.
Yeah.
So okay. I have some question. So Murakami's writing style set to be across a spoken language. How do you think this affects the reader?
I think it allows the reader to connect with the book more because I think it's a bit more understandable than, let's say, something that's written more eloquently.
Okay. We need to more read this book.
Yeah, I read some this morning, a little bit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
How many pages?
I don't know how many pages I've read. I'm like 50, I'm like 20% done with the book because I'm reading it on a Kindle. So it only tells me the percentage that I've read. I don't really know what pages. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm on the second chapter though. Like almost done with the second chapter, I think.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So my answer, so
Mhm.
I got the memo. I can emphasize with his in this book.
Mhm.
So I want to running outside soon. I want to run outside soon.
Mhm. Yeah.
I felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. I get it.
Okay. Uh, Next question. So, do you think some people might find it difficult to read?
No, I don't think so. He speaks like in the common tongue, so like he uses very simple words that I think most people would have an easy time understanding. Like it feels like you're having a conversation with a friend more than anything, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, it's also. Okay, it's also his memory.
Hmm.
Like so, it's not true. It's not true. なんだろ
Natural?
natural. Yeah, it's a natural. It's not so expert or expert things like so economic or investments. It's so about talking about so topic is learning.
Yeah,
It's
running's pretty simple.
pretty simple. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You just move your two legs and keep
Maybe,
going.
yeah. And yeah, step by step, step by
Yeah,
step.
just 1 foot at a time.
Okay. Next, so when reading books, do you prefer a style that feels more like spoken language or formal written language? Why?
I think it depends on the type of book. Fiction,
Mm,
I just prefer a unique style of writing, not necessarily like spoken language, but in memoirs, I like to read them a lot. I would say I prefer the spoken language ones than like the very like academic type style of writing that's very formal. I feel like it disconnects the reader a bit more. But if I'm reading like an academic type book, I read like psychology books and sociology books. I prefer academic style writing. So
mm,
I kind of it just depends on the genre, I would say.
genre. Mm, wow.
What about you?
Mm. I often read also newspaper and or technical book. How to how to learn English. But it's also written style.
Hmm.
It's a more so uh, sophisticated.
Hmm.
うん。だけど、I'll try the so essay or science fiction or um, like so genre.
Hmm.
It's a spoken style.
Yeah.
それらは疑似体験することができます。英語にしてください。I can explain, I can experience them vicariously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vicariously. Yeah.
Yeah, vicariously.
My routines are so learning English, so and so exercise and running.
Hmm.
Uh, it's my routine, but so I want more everything like uh, なんだろ
Yeah.
Ah.
Can you give me 2 seconds?
¿Mm?
Tengo pausa en 10 minutos si me esperas o no. Voy a bajar. Vale. No sé. Chao. Estoy en clase. Sorry. Chao. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, Spanish.
Yeah.
You are so fluently.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So I want to try some more more dating or with friends or so go to shopping in
Mhm.
a suburb, just not so city.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. I can read this book, so I can experience them vicariously.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I like reading a lot
Uh,
as well.
Thank you so much. Okay, number 3. So Murakami's work have been translated into many languages. Do you think spoken language written style is essay to translate, or do you think some meaning and nuance might be lost in translation?
Translation.
Translation.
Yeah, I think I think anything that's translated, it's never 100% because of all the nuance. Like I notice it like when sometimes I'll watch a show in Spanish and I'm curious what the English subtitles are, like how they translate it. And because I know Spanish and I know the nuances, some of the translations I look at it and I'm like, that's not what that means. But like sometimes you can't translate something into a language. Like there's things in English and in Spanish and in German where I know what they mean, but I don't know how to translate it to the other language because it's impossible, because it's like a cultural thing. So like, I'm reading his book and obviously it's translated from Japanese, and there's stuff that I'm not going to be able to really get from his book unless I read it in Japanese. Which, I mean, obviously that's not going to happen. I don't speak Japanese.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll take I compare the original text with its interest
Oh, okay. That's cool.
translation.
Yeah.
And so while keeping the question, what aspects of Japanese culture have made their way to the world? So for international people, it's important things for me. So now, so many international people come in Japan. I want to know these things. I want to talk them. Yeah. So
Perfect.
you shared some Japanese books. You recommend me some Japanese books. It's a very great things. I inspired him. I inspired you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it seems okay. Thank you. So last 5 minutes. So I'll prepare some things. How to use chopstick lecture, or how to share the ransel in Japanese backpack. Or what do you prefer? Backpack or chopstick?
No, the backpack. I suck at chopsticks. I'm not ready to learn how to use chopsticks.
Ah,
Let's do the
backpack.
backpack. Yeah,
Okay.
the backpack's cute.
This is so backpack,ランドセル。So it's so なんだろう、ゴージャススタイル。
Yeah.
So it's a so adult type
Yeah.
or more sophisticated. So many colors.
Yeah, it looks super fancy.
Fancy, yeah. It's also very so strong. It's
Yeah. It looks like it. It looks
Mm.
very durable. We would say
durable.
that.
Yeah, durable. Yeah. Thank you.
Durable.
Okay. Foreigners often find adorable
Adorable.
to see a small children wearing uniform,
Mhm.
carrying oversized Randosel backpacks, and walking home from school by themselves or with friends. It's a unique culture aspect of Japan. As it many other countries, young children are usually accompanied by parents or take school-based
Buses.
buses. Additionally, Japan is known for being a relatively safe country, which allows children to commute independently at a young age, a concept that surprised many visitors. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So you said your sister inspired Japanese so children commute.
She found it super cute. She was like adorable, like how she was saying. It's just like super cute, and everyone has the same little outfit and backpack. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. Unlike in many Western countries, Japanese children typically walk to and from school on their own small groups. In lower grades, they often participate in 集団登校, which means a group commuting.
Yeah.
How about you in your country when you are child commute?
You either take the school bus or your parents drive you, like where I grew up. My elementary school was really close, so sometimes I would bike to school when I was little. But most of the time we would drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In New York City, you see teenagers take the subway though. Like that's a bit more
Wow.
common. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing this lesson. I'm so happy to talk with you. Last 30 seconds. So please take a relax and you need sleep. So you are so patient girl.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I might go to bed late today again because I have to work at 7 p.m. So we'll see how busy the restaurant is tonight.
Relax.
No, I have to run 10 kilometers later, so no relaxing for me.
See you
All right,
later.
I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.